Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. The Cowboys will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They go to the draw. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Powers through. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throwing right. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. He's right on target. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Trying to find his man on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He makes a grab.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball.
He's off to the... Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Smith wants to throw. He makes the connection. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cowboys! A dangerous-like comeback is underway. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that...
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline, what sort of change.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First down here for the offense. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Gets it out quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Smith dropping to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it! Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wideout in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The give on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Smith wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intent.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Oh, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football.
He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And stampeding through the defense. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high